So here I am at the Roman Amphitheatre, the biggest one in Britain ever found. Now as you can see, there's not much left of it here, but it gives you a good example of what it would have looked like. Now by the 3rd century, this would have been able to hold 7,000 people. Now you can see, as I say, there's not much left of it now, but it does give you some of the base seating of the amphitheatre. So it does give you a bit of an idea what kind of setup it would have been, so to speak. So, and then you can see there, that's where the walls would have gone round and more seating where that bridge is there, and they would have fought in the middle here. I'm going to get down there in a minute, but let's have a quick look round first. We've got a group of Roman school kids here. And this must have been where all the seating went up and up and up to the top. Now, as you can imagine, the Romans were in Britain for a very long time. And I think the first site that was built here was in 80 AD. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of history in this area. So what I'm getting at is, with the Roman Empire, you've probably seen films like Gladiator and stuff like that, where they're fighting lions and tigers and that kind of thing. Now, I know we're in Britain. This was a massive town for the Romans, so I can imagine that this is what they would have been doing. Not just fighting man on man, gladiator style, but they would have been fighting the animals as well. So let's get in and have a look. Just imagine stepping in here now, right? Who's going to be my first contestant? Let's get over here. So there was 3 entries into this building originally. I'm just going to see what this is here. A tethering stone. Ah, so maybe this is where some of the gladiators or the slaves would have been attached to, waiting to meet their doom, meet the fate. I think I'm just about to get had off here. The kids are going to come and attack me. Let's go to this side a minute, have a look up this one. So as you can probably imagine, with it being the biggest amphitheatre in Britain, this must have been a very large power statement, especially for this area. I'm sure they probably wouldn't have seen something like this before. A column fragment of the original part of the official box. So this must have been here. Maybe this was where royalty or an emperor or someone of that kind of stature would have stood and watched the fighting. That's the east entrance. Like I say, there was a few different entrances into here. Let's get up here, get a good view up here. There's another little plaque here, so this might give me a bit more information. The amphitheatre may have become a Dark Age stronghold for a local warlord. This is what they believe now. The rough steps beside the east entrance may have given access to the crypt of the original St. John's Church, which is there. I did a video on that one, so I'm sure you'll see that one. Let's get back down again. So as I was saying at the beginning, 7,000 people this would have seated. Can you imagine seeing 7,000 people all piled up on the different levels of flooring all the way up? It would have been an incredible sight to see. Never mind the fighting. But here's the legionnaires now. I think I'm going to be in a bit of bother here. He's got them all lined up ready. Now I'm not exactly sure how much of this is original stone and which is a reproduction side of it, but there's a centurion there. You can imagine him with that stick hitting the back of the slaves or the gladiators forcing them in here. You will fight to the death. That's another thing. It wasn't just, right, let's fight to see who wins. It was fight to the death, wasn't it, with gladiators? Let's get up here where the seats would have been. That's the outer wall. Possible early shrine in this location here. Amphitheatre, one outer wall. So maybe the seats would have been here then. Yeah, base of the timber seating. So the seats would have been here, up and up, a certain amount of levels. Oh kids, I think you're in a bit of trouble here. There's another group coming. Well, anyway, so this has been the biggest amphitheatre in Britain.